We're playing against all aggro decks today, but chill out. I'm playing Stasis. We'll all be here for a nice long time. For this Stasis League, I decided to run something extremely close to the many counterspells list that Thursday is God has been doing well with recently. The exception is that I took a couple of the counterspells away and I added in a couple of portents. I still think that there is something to learn by playing Stasis in this manner, but I did notice last time that when I didn't find Stasis, I lost. I want to be able to find Stasis. And sometimes, yeah, you need counterspells in hand, and sometimes you just need to dig. So I couldn't find room for the third portent. I added in 2. I just am not really sure what I should cut for number 3, but I would really like to have number 3 in here. Sideboard remains unchanged. I am still testing this. I'm going to see how it feels before I make changes to it. But I am going to do some more learning today, and we're going to see how well these portents can dig me into Stasis. I am on the draw here in match 1 versus Myshtar. I feel like I've played against you before. I feel like I remember making fun of your username. This hand has Stasis in it. It's got Forsaken City. I'm going to keep. And you've got a point, OSB. Maybe I should just be cutting land 23. I feel weird cutting down to 22 lands, though. Okay, so we're playing against Sligh. I don't really have anything to do for the first couple of turns here. I'm just going to kind of let them do their thing. And they're doing nothing. I am also going to do nothing. And I think this might be a Gush into Stasis moment. Okay, I found a counterspell, which is pretty decent. Let's just go ahead and put this down. This does unfortunately signal to them that if they want to play a Sulfuric Vortex, then this is the perfect time to do that. So I am now going to have to find a Chain of Vapor on top of everything. It's possible that I mistimed Stasis and I should have waited. Yeah, we're just spending these turns, just kind of staring at each other. I'm definitely worried that they're going to have another land into like another Lightning Bolt or something. I think I'm going to work towards having Counterspell open. And I guess I can do that by just dropping Forsaken City. Literally the only benefit that I have right now is that I have 1 more life point than my opponent. Oh wait, but that doesn't matter because they are going to be, interesting. Yeah, they'll be at a lower life total than me. So I guess I actually need to find Black Vise soon, don't I? I am going to work towards digging for that. I guess I'll fire off this Impulse now then. And I found it. Okay, so that means that I can back this with Thwart, itch the Upheaval, itch the Flash of Insight, A for Stasis, and yeah, I am going to drop Black Vise. Maybe this is too little too late. We're gonna have to see. I have to thwart this. And I find it hard to believe that they don't have another Lightning Bolt effect in hand. Well, they are falling to 1, and that's a Bloodstained Mire that they cannot use because they're at 1 life. Okay, this game is gonna get decided very quickly here. I have Counterspell open now, and I have Thwart. I think I'm going to win. And I win. They fetch down to 0. Oh, I did not deserve that win. I did not deserve it. But apparently Sulfuric Vortex is just not good enough against me. All right, let's go ahead and sideboard here. Yeah, that's true, Mono. They couldn't have tapped Barbarian Ring, but they could have Fire Blasted me, I guess. But they probably just didn't have the Fire Blast. That's fantastic. Like that a lot. So what do I want to do against Burn? Is it correct to call it Burn? Am I going to make all the Premodern people mad by calling it Burn? This is Sligh. The name of the deck is Sligh. I have a pile of Hydro Blasts and Blue Blasts. I have Wall of Tears, and I have Chill. There's an argument to be made for bringing in all of these things. I think Chill is the most important, and then I just side in as many Blue Blasts as I can after that. Upheaval is not the name of the game. Neither is Flash of Insight. I think that I could probably safely side out a single Black Vise, and I don't think I want to be siding anything else out. So that gives me room for Chill and 2 Hydro Blasts. Oh wait, no, I also sided out the Powder Keg, so that gives me Blue Elemental Blast as well. Okay, this seems like a pretty good substitution. I think I like that. This hand has a Chill in it and a lot of ways to dig. I'm going to keep it. And they've just got a turn 1 Jackal Pup, huh? Add that both games, by the way. I'm going to attempt to not daze. I really don't want to. I will if I have to, though. Okay, they're just putting out a bunch of derps, it looks like. That's fine. I can handle taking 4 a turn, as long as these impulses connect. Oh, and they've only got 2 mountains. And I did hit the Stasis, just naturally, just like that. So I am going to drop it. I'm hoping to hit something decent in the next handful of draw steps. Black Vise is not really where it's at right now. I kind of need like a Gush or a City right now. I'm having to take a point of damage from the Cephalid Coliseum. Wow, and the hero still just has done stone cold nothing here. Do I pay for Stasis or do I put Black Vise into play? I think the answer is Black Vise. I'm gonna let Stasis go. Oh, and of course I just drew Gush. Just like that. All right, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. I have these impulses, I can use them. I can take a couple of hits here and it not absolutely completely murder me, but I need another Stasis now. And I hit the Chain of Vapor too. Oh man, I am sad. I'm very sad. And I would have hit Forsaken City. Not good. I'm gonna take the Forsaken City, of course, because I can still impulse here and I can hit City or Stasis, and I didn't. So I guess we're gushing now, and we're gonna see if we can gush into Stasis. And we did. Okay, everything's fine. I don't know what y'all were worried about. I'm at an effective 6, so I'm still not doing fantastic. At least I have Black Vise in play, though. Yeah, Chill is just an absolute hammer against these red decks. The Sligh adjacent decks or whatever. It just shuts them off so cleanly. I don't think I need double chain here. Just gonna pay for it like that. And I have Daze open still. Next turn, I can also have Arcane Denial open. I think I've won this game. Here we go, double Counterspell back up. The hero's at 10. Now they're at 7. They still haven't hit their 3rd land. And that's a concession. Chill's putting in a lot of work here, that singleton Chill. I might want a second Chill if Sligh is popular at all, but it's kind of been on the downtrend, at least as far as I can tell. So maybe a singleton is fine. Okay, well that was fun. Kind of stumbled through that match and won anyway. On to match 2. If you're enjoying the video and think you'd like watching more of what I make, please consider subscribing so YouTube can notify you when I go live and upload videos. I appreciate your support. Thank you. I'm on the play here against a Daybreak account, Romario Vidal. I don't know them. Maybe they've got some YouTube stuff. I have no idea. With a hand that has Forsaken City and Stasis, plus counter magic, this is pretty good. Island, pass turn. Oh, we've got a Swamp in the chat. I will daze a turn 1 duress. Do not test me. Oh, but that's not a duress. Okay. La 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 la. I am just a big old dumb Dreadnought player. Don't at me. Yeah, you can have a Dofty Horror, whatever the heck that is. Probably should have cast Impulse, but I'm actually too stupid to cast Impulse, so I didn't. Drew a Counterspell, really like that. And that's a Hypnotic Spectre. I am going to just Arcane Denial this. Partially for the cantrip, honestly. All right, I found Black Vise off of that Arcane Denial, so let's go ahead and punish this hero for having 7 cards in hand still. Thanks, Arcane Denial. Dark Ritual, huh? What are you going to ritual in here? Just more 2-drops. Just a lot of 2-drops. Sure. I think this is when I fire off Stasis. I think this is my opening. I guess I'm taking an island. I don't need to back up Stasis here. I would like something that would make me feel better against a wasteland, but I don't think I'm going to find that quite yet. Oh, that's a Rishadan port, huh? Okay. I don't think I need this powder keg right now. And we are just going to do the thing. Having Black Vise in play already kind of makes this a lot easier. I don't think I'm going to drop another one, though. I think 1 is sufficient. Yeah, I'm sorry, friend, but this is what happens when you draw 2 off of my Arcane Denial. So OSB in the chat is telling me that Romario is a good Legacy player who enjoys Premodern and runs the podcast called Call of the Herd. That sounds like something that I would want to subscribe to. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and check out their stuff then. All right, now I've got triple Counterspell up. Hero's hand is filling up. We're doing just fine. So they've discarded a Carnophage and a Skittering Scourge. Whenever you cast a creature spell, sacrifice this creature, huh? So that's just kind of a curve topper for them, a 2-mana curve topper. And the hero is wisely making me play it out. It's important when you're playing prison decks like this to understand that Heroes just have the right to continue to play the game. They came here to play Magic, they can play Magic. And it's your responsibility as a prison player to accept that and work around it. I could do something really funny here. I could daze this duress. I think I will. They're paying for it. So this is just lethal then. I don't think that the hero was doing that to actually cast the duress. I think they were doing it for information. And they are dead. Love to see that. All right. Good luck to you in the second game. So I'm really glad that I have Portents in the deck because Portent is really good against these black discard-based decks. I don't think I want the Upheaval, but I do want the Flash of Insight. And I also think that I would actually want to have these Wall of Tears. So I'm going to try and find a spot for them. I could side out some number of counterspells because those are not going to line up super well. Yeah, I think I'm just going to run it like that. And yes, like I could have Arcane Denial the days, but that would have tapped me out of stuff and potentially made me vulnerable to Gush and Thwart there. But in all honesty, like it kind of just didn't matter. The game was over regardless. Ugh, this is a disgusting hand. We ship these and we keep these just barely. I am going to bottom one Chain of Vapor and I'm expecting to get hit with a duress that will take my impulse. And we're just going to have to play to the top of the deck. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I hit Gush. That is pretty big, actually. I like that. All right, that is just a 1 mana 2/2 zombie creature token. Just cast for funsies. I could chain the token. I don't think I will. I think I'm going to save chain for a bigger threat, like a Hypnotic Spectre. So this is kind of just having Hypnotic Spectre hit me anyway, except I save the 2 life, but I discard the card, but I choose what I discard. It's not a fantastic exchange of resources. Oh, Portent. This is a spot where Portent is really good. But do I want Gush into 2 islands? Honestly, I don't think so. I think I'm going to shuffle. And I am going to pitch cast a Gush here. Oh, I found Wall of Tears. Okay, that is a creature that can block this zombie token. I don't think I'm mad about that. It still stinks being under the thumb of this Hypnotic Spectre. But like I only have lands in my hand right now anyway. Oh, they kept in their Smothers. Wow, I was not expecting that. Yeah, duress my hand. There's nothing to take. I'm just playing to the top of the deck right now. Oh, and once again, ripping the cantrip. Arcane Denial, Island, Thwart. I think I have to shuffle this. I am really looking for Stasis. And I'm pretty sure it has to happen like right now. That's days. Yeah. I think if I continue this game one more turn, then being at 2 life is just going to tax the rest of my resources too much. I'm still going to do my opponent the service of letting them finish me off, though. They did that for me in the first game. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Okay, well, I lost game 2. Didn't find Stasis, by the way. That's why I lost this game. All those Portents I cast... did I cast Impulse? No, they took Impulse. But I did rip double Portent off the top of the deck and I just didn't find Stasis off of it. It happens. Let's just go ahead and run it back. I think this is fine. Okay, this hand has Stasis and Forsaken City in it. If I get turn 1 to rest, then I guess I have Impulse. I'm going to choose to keep this. I could see mulliganing this hand. Okay, it's just a Sarcomancy. That I can handle. Oh, it's another Stasis. What would happen if I put Stasis into play right now? That would help me dodge Cabal Therapy, which is something that I'm actually afraid of. It plays into Wasteland. I did a little searching on MTG Top 8. These decks don't play Wasteland. I saw the Gush and Thwart in game 1. I think I am going to Stasis. This is not a very comfortable Stasis at all, but I still think it's a thing that I've just kind of got to do. All the Gushes in the world, but not another island to pair with them. I think I am going to get rid of Thwart. I'm just so far away from that. And the hero's just kind of building up swamps and not really doing anything with them. That does worry me. Oh, thank goodness it's an island. All right. I'm just trying to think about what they could have. I'm looking at this page on MTG Top 8 and I'm just not seeing a whole lot. Yeah, they've got a Dark Ritual here. They got 6 mana. That is a lot of mana. So that's just Hypnotic Spectre. And that's triple Gush. I mean, I will take the refill. So they're not going to be able to get stuff out of my hand or my hand empty enough anytime soon here. I think I'm going to try and convert some of these cards into mana. All right, I was able to do that successfully. And now we just be super duper patient. They're finally attacking with their hippie. I'm just going to let it hit me, and we're going to see what happens. All right, I just discarded a Gush. That's not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and cast Gush, and we're doing just fine. The hero's doing a very good job of keeping underneath this Black Vise, though. Eventually, they're going to run out of lands to put into play, and then eventually they're going to run out of cards to cast off those lands. Just being very patient. Do I want to cycle this Arcane Denial off this hippie being cast? Yeah, I think that's fine. Gives them the opportunity to make a mistake and draw some extra cards. Not that I think they'll actually make that mistake, but maybe they will. Yeah, they didn't draw any. All right, that's a curse scroll. I don't really care about that. I think they're just trying to get it out of their hand. That thing that I said was going to happen is happening. You don't draw a land, you gotta cast a spell. And I think it's time to pitch the Stasis here, finally. Chain of Vapor could be a pretty big reload. I'll probably fire that off at some point. If I don't get duressed in this turn cycle, then I will fire off Chain of Vapor. And it looks like it's happening, so let's go ahead and do it. I am not going to copy it. Just want the untap step. Ooh, Counterspell. Like to see that. I think it might be time for me to convert some mana into cards. Yeah, OSB, I am kind of missing mana short in this deck, aren't I? It's just not there. A little unfortunate, I think. Would have loved to have been able to tap their lands. And the hero does kind of have to pick up the pace a little bit. I am behind on clock, but I am gaining on them. My computer's a bit laggy today. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but it's made it a little bit difficult to play super fast. That's a duress. I'm gonna let it go. They just took my counterspell, sure. Yeah, Mono, the hero is doing a phenomenal job at managing their hand. Eventually, it will take hold, and eventually, I believe I will win. But my God, Romario is doing a fantastic job of making this as slow and painful as possible for me. Nothing but respect for them for being able to do that. They see their out and they're taking it. Unfortunately for them, I also see my out. Oh, hey, they kept a card in hand. They took a point of damage. Finally. I don't know why. They must have a good reason for it. That worries me, actually, because they're not tapped out all the way. That's why. They were waiting to play this Bad Moon. This is a really good target for my days. I'm going to make this hurt. Chose to allow to get it countered. Okay. I think I'm going to pitch the island here. And I am going to Gush. And then I am going to drop 2 more Black Vises. Correction, 3 more Black Vises. And there we go. You wanted to keep that extra card in hand? It's going to hurt a lot. Prepare to take 4 damage, just like that. And I think that's game. Well played from the hero. Extremely well played from them. Nothing but respect. They kept their outs in focus, and they ruthlessly followed it, even under 20 turns underneath of a stasis lock. That is something that not every Magic player has the ability to do. Lots of respect to them. I will take this win, and I will move on to match 3.
Did losing to my prison deck leave you feeling bitter and despondent? Work through the stages of your grief with a membership to Fateseal Magic on Patreon, YouTube, or Twitch. As your grief matures, you'll gain perks like early video access, lessons and sideboard guides, featuring your deck in a video, and can even co-host a stream once you reach acceptance. Check my Discord server linked in the description for more information and to access your perks. I hope to see you on your path to healing.
I am on the draw in match 3 versus AAUE. This hand has a lot of cards in it, that's for sure. I think I will keep, or I will attempt to keep, because Magic has just kind of been doing that to me today. It's the Portent that's kind of leaning me towards keeping this hand. Oh, and I just ripped Stasis. Okay, well, love to see that. Okay, let's see if I can find Forsaken City. I can. All right, we're cooking. We're getting somewhere. Oh, we're playing against Slivers. That's interesting. Does that mean that I want to just jam turn 2 Stasis? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to hold. I think I can afford to take a little bit of damage. I'm going to fall to 13 here, and that's a Grim Lavamancer. All right, now it's Stasis time. I genuinely would take an island if I find it off this impulse. Yeah, I'm taking that island. And it is time to land Stasis. The hero said good luck, have fun in chat. My client has not been letting me send messages, so I can't say you too back to them, unfortunately. I think this attack was bad. If you've got Slivers in your deck, then you want to be saving them so they pump each other before you attack, right? And this is just me pitching Stasis. That is a really lovely thwart. I love to see that thwart. I'm going to try and tap my islands so that I can get maximum use out of it. All right, they've got something. Oh, it's just a muscle sliver. I mean, that's gonna start dealing some damage here. I don't think I'm exiling. I kind of want to keep this Upheaval just in case. And now Black Vise is in play, so that's kind of my win condition. Just swing it in for 5. You got it. Don't think I'm pitching anything. I think I'm going to continue to just do this. And now it's time for me to gush. Into a whole grip of islands. I love to see that. Well, my chat has finally sent 5 minutes into the game. You can have some fun too, AAUE, I hope. No, I don't think I will untap. I think I'm just going to pay here. Thwart is a really good pickup. Would love to combo kill this opponent by just drawing a Chain of Vapor at any point. Maybe that's not how this game should be played out, though. Because I could chain my Stasis, get a nice big fat untap in, tap all of my mana, Upheaval, and then land Black Vise. And that would send 11 cards to their hand. But that wouldn't actually kill them, and that would untap all of their lands for them. So maybe that would be a bad idea. I am going to pitch Stasis here. Just going to keep that untapped. This is a naturalize. That was inevitable. I am going to go ahead and thwart that bad boy. Goodbye, naturalize. I do have a ton of islands in hand now, though. Probably going to pitch one. Yeah, I'm going to pitch an island. Still having dreams about this Upheaval someday. Okay, their hand's starting to fill up, so maybe I won't actually have to take drastic measures. Gonna convert some cards into mana. There's an Arcane Denial. That's great. So I've got double Counterspell backup now. I didn't really need to gush there. I kind of just did. I think I'll discard, an island, I guess. I need to be more cognizant of my time. That's going to be the real kicker here. And I think it is time to just pitch Upheaval. I think that they're going to die without me having to do that sort of cheekiness. Especially since I just drew another Black Vise. They're at 8. And I don't need to be wasting more time with these gushes. The hero's going to die very quickly. And that's game. So I don't know what these muscle slivers are doing in the deck. I'm pulling up a list online, and it really looks to me like there are a lot of wastelands in here. So I need to be very aware of that. Naturalizes were expected. Red blasts. Yeah, that seems about right. Okay, Flash of Insight can get out. I don't want that. Upheaval can probably get out too. Wall of Tears would be interesting. Do I want that? Do I have anything better? Not really. Yeah, okay, Wall of Tears, get in the deck. Just gonna run it like this, I guess. Like, I could be bringing in Chills and Hydro Blasts and stuff. I don't think that's good. Hibernations, they're not a pure green deck. They've got red in them too. So I think I'm just going to do a very minimal sideboard, and I'm just going to expect games 2 and 3 to be harder. Wow, I really cannot keep this. No action of any kind. I can keep this, and I'm gonna bottom one of the thwarts. Powder Keg on 2 just kind of blows up their whole board, I think. All right, I'm taking a hit from this Jackal Pup, and that's another Muscle Sliver. I hit Stasis, but I don't have the support for it that I need. So I am just going to play out this Powder Keg, and I'm going to pass. I have a bad feeling about this game. I think I'm going to lose it. Oh, Naturalize on Powder Keg. I think I'm just going to hold open all of my counter spells. I do need some help here. And I'm getting nothing. They didn't even cast a single spell. Okay. I think that Gush into Stasis is just kind of where we're at right now. With so few lands. But I think it has to happen. If this just gets immediately naturalized, I wouldn't be surprised. And I don't think I can afford to counter it. Yeah, here we go. This is why they were so willing to burn the naturalize on the Powder Keg. I can't counter this. If I do, then I just lose my Stasis anyway. I'm going to let it go. Apologies for the car alarm in the background. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, we're going to Impulse, try and find another Stasis or something. And I found another Impulse. So I guess that's what I'm taking. Oh, I should have taken the Forsaken City if I wasn't going to be surviving this turn cycle anyway. Oh, whatever. And I kind of just didn't function this game. I think part of it is that I didn't have enough mana. I think instead of fretting about this, I'm just going to concede the game, and I'm going to move on to game 3. Like, I could counterspell this Grim Lavamancer, untap Stasis, do whatever, or I could save my time. Oh, and I had Stasis on top of the deck. So that actually might have been the correct play. is to literally just Counterspell or Arcane Denial this Grim Lavamancer and then keep going. So maybe that was a premature concession. Could have possibly played that out. Yeah, I didn't believe in the heart of the cards. I don't know what to tell you. Just didn't happen. We're going to have to try game 3. I would like to be on the play, and I got Stasis in my opening hand. I'm going to keep this. It's got plenty of lands. It's got a Counterspell, and it's got Stasis. Let's go ahead and play our land. Pass turn. They've got their turn 1 Mog Fanatic. That's fine. And that is a Spined Sliver. Whenever a Sliver becomes blocked, it gets +1 until end of turn for each creature blocking it. Well, I don't really have all that many blockers in my deck, so that's just going to be fine, I guess. And that is another Spined Sliver. I think this is my opening to land Stasis. I'm going to Impulse, and I'm going to see if I can find something good. Chain of Vapor, Gush, Island. I'm kind of rolled up on lands. Do I want the Chain? This opponent has been good about casting Naturalize at the correct times, so Chain's not going to be able to save a Stasis. I think I will take Gush. I think I just want more resources. Okay, and we've got plenty of islands. I am not going to Gush quite yet. Oh, you know what? I made a mistake. I'm going to hope that this mistake doesn't bite me in the butt, but I was thinking about playing around Wasteland, but I should have been playing around something like Naturalize. And after skipping their land drop last turn, they've made a land drop this turn. So I'm going to attempt to recover this mistake and make it so that I can hold open this Arcane Denial. All right, Forsaken City lets me do that. I'm not going to pitch to the Forsaken City. I am going to pay for Stasis. I've got a Daze now, so I've got double Counterspell. There's Carplusion Forest, so that means that Naturalize is now online. I think I'm going to Gush now. Okay, and that just worked. I think I am going to float off Forsaken City, pitch this Impulse, pay for Stasis, keep all my counter magic open, and then just start making land drops. I don't think they have the Naturalize. I think they would have used it if they did. And that's a Wall of Tears. I'm not really interested in casting that. Very good chance I end up pitching that to Forsaken City. Yeah, I'm just going to pitch it. And I'm kind of regretting pitching that Impulse earlier because now I have oodles of mana. Ooh, Black Vise. Yeah, I think it's time for Black Vise. Try and get the game over. They're just doing all their fetching now. That's a Crumble. Sure. I'll let that go. I'm trying to protect Stasis. I'm not necessarily trying to win the game quite yet. I'm certainly not going to spend my valuable Arcane Denial on protecting that Black Vise. I found Chain of Vapor, which is really good. I could chain my Stasis right now. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to be a little more patient than that. And that's another Counterspell. All right, now I'm going to chain Stasis. They've got some sort of response here. That's Naturalize. I am going to just Arcane Denial this. And if they can follow this up with a Red Blast, then I have the Daze for the Red Blast. Yep, there it is. And here is my Daze on your Pyroblast. Daze counters Pyroblast. Arcane Denial counters Naturalize. Chain of Vapor bounces Stasis. And I am not going to sacrifice a land. Well, that was just lovely. I think I am going to actually pitch an island here. Oh, the hero drew some more cards. Okay, so I got a nice big fat untap. I have lands for days. I have Stasis in play again. And I've got Counterspell backing it up. I have chewed through a Naturalize and a Pyroblast. Let's see how many other hate cards I can chew through. Impulse is a good hit. That will be an emergency Counterspell if I need it to be. And that's another chain. Yeah, we're doing just fine. I would love to find another Black Vise at this point and try and get the game over with. I know I already said that, and I let the Black Vise go just as easily as I found it, but still. Okay, that's a Thwart. So I think I will tap like maybe one more island here. Maybe two more islands. That way I can still have Counterspell plus Thwart plus Chain open. Yeah, I think that's okay. Portent is city food. I'm just going to pitch that immediately. Honestly, at this point, Impulse is probably also city food. Heroes continuing to just make their land drops. And the client just really does not want to give me any grace today. I'm doing my best to click things as quickly as possible, but it is just lagging hard. I'm running out of time. I'm looking for a Gush right now also, I think. They are just red blasting. I'm going to thwart this. They let that go. I could chain and then Counterspell a Naturalize still, so I think I will. I'm not going to sack a land here. All right, Counterspell is still open, and I needed it. All right, time for both of us to rebuild. This open mountain is kind of suspicious. That makes me think that they might have another crumble or something. And I think I'm actually just going to pitch an island here, pay for my stasis. And I'm going to do the trick where I keep open Forsaken City on this particular turn cycle. Pitch the Portents, not pitch here, pay for stasis. You need another Black Vise. Oh, Gush is a really good hit. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. And now I no longer need to do the whole tricksy trick. I've got Counterspell open. I need to get rid of some of these stops. They're not helping me. I can do auto yields now. Found another stasis. I really need a Black Vise. I need to win the game. Okay, Gush is really good. Let's go ahead and cast that. I have Thwart available. I'm considering firing off this Impulse. I don't think I will quite yet. Although now I could Impulse and Chain and Counterspell and Thwart. Probably good enough. I think... Oh, right. I don't have the stop set anymore. Wow, all of my stuff is just at the bottom of the deck here. We're at the bottom 20 cards of the deck, and I still have yet to see 3 Black Vises. Pitch. No. Hey. I'm just going to Impulse now. I think I need to do it. I think I'm priced into it. Wow. Still nothing. Still nothing. Where are all my Black Vises? They've got to be coming up soon, right? I mean, I'm pretty convinced I didn't side out my Black Vises. Yeah, there's one. All right, jeez. So I have a handful of counter magic. I will protect this Black Vise. Just lightning bolt to the face, I'll take it. Lightning bolt to the face again, I'll take it. Pyroblast on stasis. I am going to Arcane Actually, no. I am going to thwart that. Jeez, I'm running out of time here. Hey, I am just gonna auto no to that. Oh, I didn't do that. I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Yikes, I accidentally hit no on stasis. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot, actually. I think that's gonna cost me the game. Jeez Louise, after all that time, I accidentally hit 4 one too many times on the keyboard. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede the game. Oh, that feels terrible. What an awful way to go out. Managing the lag and all the clicking and just one too many times hitting the 4 key, and the client had delayed, so I had actually hit the 4 key like a second and a half before it actually took. That was miserable. That was absolutely miserable. There's Black Vise number 3, and Black Vise number 4 has to be in here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. They were all just at the bottom of the deck. Disgusting. Well, the hero played to their outs, and they certainly got there because of it. I am gonna move on to match 4. All right, that's kind of frustrating, but we're going to move on from it. I am on the draw in match 4 here versus Curtis Blue. I will keep this hand. Swamp into Dark Ritual, into Festering Goblin, Carnophage, and Unholy Strength? Yeah, I mean, you got me. That's a thing. I'm going to portent myself. I'm going to try and find stasis here. I found Forsaken City. Is that good enough? Like, what's my plan here if I don't find stasis? My plan is to just draw Forsaken City Island. I could possibly Flash of Insight. I think I'm going to keep this. I do kind of need lands too. Oh, I just hit any order and then hit no on the Portents ability. That's kind of silly. So I'm going to be drawing Forsaken City at some point here. Yeah, Black Vise are just rotting in my hand. These are not good. And I'm just going to take a casual 10 damage. Oh no, they're doing it again. Dark Ritual Hypnotic Spectre. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Did y'all know that I actually am in trouble? Watch this Hypnotic Spectre discard my Chain of Vapor. Calling it right now. Calling it right now. Oh, that just discarded an island. Okay. So I can't be that tilted about it. All right, there's the Forsaken City. They paid the life on the Carnophage. I'm going to blow Powder Keg regardless of what they do. So maybe they could have saved a life there. Maybe not. Let's blow that Powder Keg. Festering Goblin is forcing Hippie to take a neg1 hit. That's so funny. I am just going to go ahead and chain this, though. Storm count 1. I don't have main board Brain Freeze in this build. At least I don't think I do. Wow, they're just leading right into Festering Goblin with Unholy Strength. That's incredible. I mean, I'm going to have to take the hit. I'm falling to 5. Not a comfortable life total. Tapping out for Hypnotic Spectre. I'm going to denial this. I kind of just need to rip Stasis right now. Just kind of has to happen right now. Upheaval. You don't say. All right, that's interesting. So I need the hero to have no plays like that. Although I guess I can still flash from the graveyard if they take it from here. All right, they did take the flash, so I can cast that from the graveyard still. All right, Flash of Insight. Please save me. Found Stasis. Don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Why don't I like that one bit? Because they've got 3 untapped swamps here. That's why I don't like that. Because I'm at 2 life. Because what's going to happen is they're going to tap one of these swamps for like a freaking Carnophage or something. And then I'm going to die. Myshtar's Factory. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm just going to concede to it. This dodges everything. Maybe a slightly premature concession. I could have ripped exactly another powder keg, and I didn't. All right, so I just got my face bashed in. See if we can recover for games 2 and 3. Wall of Tears, I like. Flash of Insight, I like. What I don't like Upheaval. And I think last time I sided out 2 counterspells. I feel like I'm just going to die with counterspells in hand against this deck. So we're going to do it like this. I don't know why there was a storm counter. I don't have brain freezes in here, do I? No, I don't. So I don't know why that was there. But I am going to just run it like this. You know, after losing that last game in match 3, I could see cutting a Black Vise in the main and replacing it with Brain Freeze #1 in the main and keeping the 2 Brain Freezes in the sideboard. That might be interesting. I'm going to be on the play with this hand, actually. Yeah, I'll keep this. If I get turn 1 duressed, that sucks. I'll just play Powder Keg. Okay, just turn 1 Carnophage. We don't have Double Dark Ritual into vomiting out your hand this time. Do I just jam Stasis? I don't think so. I think I'm going to jam Powder Keg. Uh-oh, here we go. Dark Ritual. And that's a morph creature. This is probably like the bane of the living, or the antithesis to life, or whatever the heck it is. The one that flips and is a wrath. I could just blow it up. I don't think I'm going to. Do I want to pitch a card here? I'm going to pitch the Powder Keg. Okay, here we go. And now I think we can Stasis. Doing much better this game than I was in the first game. Honestly, I'm just going to take the hit. I think my best draw right now would be Gush. Glad I played 4 of them in this build. Can't believe I ever played less than that. But I'll take Islands too. Islands are good. And I'm taking a look at the time disparities between our clocks. I'm running ahead by quite a bit, and my client is starting to behave again. If I can manage this properly, I might be able to play to that as an out. I don't think I can afford to keep Counterspell open, so I don't think I'm going to. If they had Hypnotic Scepter, I feel like they might have played it. Hypnotic Scepter is also like one of the things that I'm really deathly afraid of. I think I'm going to keep Powder Keg on 1. Oh, they're just attacking with Myshtar's Factory. Oh man, I'll take that. I'll take that all day. Hook that straight into my veins. Yeah, I'll take that too. And somehow I have Counterspell open. Not that I think I actually need it, but it is open. All right, I'm starting to build up some islands here. It's making it so that chaining my Stasis is becoming more of a thing that I can do. And I found Black Vise. So I think I will put that into, well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to put Black Vise into play. Just a Withered Wretch, huh? And to animate Myshtar's Factory? I have a little bit of time to think about this, so I will. I could just chain Stasis right now. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to pitch this Counterspell. Do I want to put Powder Keg on a higher number? Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to pitch Counterspell here, and I will pay for Stasis like this. Okay, that's second Chain of Vapor. I think I'm just going to take the hit. I'm not worried about it. All right, and I am going to chain Stasis now. It's time. Not going to copy it. I'm not going to use this ability, or this one, or this one. Ooh, that is another chain. That's really good. Kind of was hoping to have more islands in play before these chains started coming, but I don't have to cast them quite yet, right? I can just kind of deal with it. I'm really hoping that I can clip a Hypnotic Spectre. That's what I would love to be able to do. All right, Black Vise is officially in play. This Powder Keg's not on 1 anymore, so I don't really need to worry about that. Just a 2-drop, taking 2 damage off that. Not going to do anything here. Don't want to put that up. I will bump one of these and pay like that. Portent is food for city, and I'm just going to be patient. If the hero starts dumping a bunch of mana into this Nantuko Shade, then that's probably just good for me. But they didn't. Okay, I'm going to pop the Powder Keg. I'm encouraging them to cast a Hypnotic Spectre right now so that I can chain it. Oh, they unmorphed their thing. Why would you, all right. I don't know why you would do that. I don't know why they did that. And it was the Bane of the Living. That's the name of the thing. Well, I don't need to be doing anything else quite yet, so I'm not going to. Pitch. No. A. Got a daze now. I think I'm gonna pitch the daze. Pitch. No. And pay. I really should have just done it last turn, though. Cephalid Coliseum is down now. Cephalid Coliseum is kind of painful. I don't know if I like this land. I think I might get rid of it in future versions. No, no, pay. And the hero's hand's starting to fill up. All right, this is the turn where I untap, I think. Gonna try and get this Arcane Denial open. Here we go, chain your Stasis. Tale as old as time. I'm not going to sacrifice a land. Perfectly happy with it just as like this. That's a Duress. I'm gonna let Duress go. They took my third chain, that's fine. I have a feeling that that Duress was basically just to get it out of hand anyway. Ooh, Gush. What a treat. Nom 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 nom. Delicious. And this hero is slowly succumbing to this Black Vise. It's happening. Do I want to counter this? I'm at 9. Nah, it's fine. I can take some more hits. And they're using the last of their mana and resources, or at least pretty dang close to the last of it, just to try and deal a little bit more damage to me. They're at 2 life, they've got 7 cards in hand, and that is just past turn. So this is going to win me the game, and that should do it. Okay, not a super glamorous win, but we won. So let's try and win again after sideboarding. Again, I guess. Ugh, that was really long. I kind of forgot it was only game 2. Yeah, I still don't really feel like I need to be sideboarding any more than I already have. Just gonna run it back, it's fine. No Stasis, no Forsaken City, but it's got quite a bit of consistency to it. I'm gonna keep it. And that's just a turn 1 Carnophage. I can handle that. Famous last words. Okay, let's try and find all of our things. That's not all of our things. I'm gonna shuffle. Thanks, Portent, casually looking at 4 cards in my deck for 1 mana. And that's just a Nantuko Shade. I think this turn is hold open Arcane Denial, Impulse if that doesn't need to happen. Oh, they're just pumping their Shade by a lot. Okay, loud and clear. Heard you loud and clear. It's time to find Stasis. And that's still not Stasis. I will take the Forsaken City because that's going to help me stabilize later. I'm going to play out my island and I'm going to Portent myself. I'm going to have to take some more hits before I can stabilize, I think. Those cards still are not Stasis. I'm going to shuffle. And I'm finding a whole lot of lands. If they just pump Nantuko Shade here, I'm going to fall to 3. That's not comfortable. Jeez, that's exactly what they're doing. They're not even giving me anything to hit with Arcane Denial. And I wasn't really in a position this game to where I could have Arcane Denialed one of my own spells, I think. Yeah, I think I'm just going to die with a whole bunch of counter magic in hand, unless I can hit Stasis right the frick now. And that's not Stasis. Okay, land, Powder Keg. Yeah, I have to pass turn. I'm going to discard some of these superfluous counter spells. They're not pumping. That's correct to do, but unfortunate for me because it is correct for them to do it. This Chain of Vapor just came a little bit too late. Falling to 1, no margin for error, not like I had in the second game. I think they probably should have bounced my Powder Keg, but it's fine. They can win with literally anything that they want here, including a Drain Life for 1. You got it. Oh, man. And this is what happens when you don't find Stasis. I dug using both of my Portents and my Impulse, and I didn't find it. I used Gush, and I didn't find it. So I looked at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16 cards, plus an additional, like, 10-ish cards. It's a lot of cards to not see Stasis in, but it does happen sometimes. The deck has a fail rate. Okay, I had to cut off the stream, so I'm recording this at another time. I am on the draw in the 5th and final match versus Kate. Positive record on the line here. Do I want to keep this? Upheaval's not particularly good. I guess my counterspells can probably bridge the gap. Having Stasis in hand already is kind of nice. And that's just Jackal Pup. All right, that's fine. Second Stasis, not really what I'm looking for. Gonna take this hit. And yeah, we're just playing against straight up Sligh, it looks like. Oh, that is a lot of power being put into play. If I can find a Forsaken City, then I'm going to be in decent enough shape, I think. It's possible that I probably should have burned a Chain of Vapor there. Yeah, I'm just taking 5. Well, I need something to go right here. I think I am just going to cast Arcane Denial on this. I'm trying to dig for stuff. Okay, that is land number 3. I think I'm just going to hold open Chain of Vapor and Arcane Denial again. If I can find land number 4, I'm going to go for Stasis with Thwart back up. All right, chaining a Jackal Pup, just trying to save some damage here. And I think I am going to deny this. It's only saving 2 damage, but still. And there's another one, sure. All right, let us try and find island number 4, a Cephalid Coliseum. I mean, it hurts, but I think I kind of have to do it. Cephalid Coliseum, and I guess I Stasis here. I'm not happy about this. This is kind of brought to you by not having enough lands, honestly. Like, that just kind of hurts. And this is 2 damage. Given how bad my mana situation is, I think I am going to daze this. I'm at 5 right now, effectively. Okay, Island was a good pickup. Oh, I hit Gush. Oh, that's lovely. I think I'm going to hold Gush for just a little bit, and now I will fire it off. Okay, and we've got lands. I think I'm gonna discard, honestly. Kind of rough. I wish I didn't have to use that chain earlier, but I kind of really did. One of these impulses can go, I guess. And now I'm just digging for another Gush, a Forsaken City. I would be fine if the hero used their mana and played into my Thwart. I found Chain of Vapor. Okay, that's great. That's going to give me a huge untap. Oh, they're doing something here. All right, here we go. Lightning Bolt to my face. I think I am just going to Thwart this. That's another Lightning Bolt to me. I'm going to be at 2 effectively. Oh, and that's Fire Blast, so they just kind of had everything. All right, that's fine. I wasn't going to be winning that one. I was just a little bit too far behind. Maybe if I had chained one of these pups earlier, then it would have been better. But honestly, it was still pretty rough. Oh yeah, they had a Lava Dart in the graveyard. Yeah, there was very little chance of me getting out of that. All right, well, let's go ahead and sideboard here. Would love to find some additional lands next time I play here. Upheaval's bad, Flash is bad, Powder Kegs are pretty iffy, and I can take out a Black Vise. I believe that's how I sideboarded last time, and I brought in the Blue Blast and the Chill. All right, let's try this. That's a 1-lander, doesn't even have Stasis in it. We're gonna mulligan that. I will keep this. I think I'm gonna put Thwart on the bottom. Monk Fanatic, at least it's not a Jackal Pup, that's fine. And I hit Black Vise, I guess I'll cast it. Oh, and the hero's gated on mana, no second land drop. All right, I'll take it. Meanwhile, I continue to just rip lands. Okay. Well, I am taking 3 a turn from these guys. I could just kind of do an aggro stasis here, and I think I will. Ooh, they played a tapped land. That's really good for me. I'm setting a stop on the hero's upkeep here. So now I get to chain my stasis on their upkeep before they have an opportunity to play a land that they can use to Pyroblast something. All right, we might be able to do this, actually. I am going to Stasis again. I'm actually going to Gush right now, too, so that I can put the island into play untapped. All right, I think we might get there. Just going to play out my islands. Yeah, they're taking some damage. They're going to have to fetch off the Bloodstained Mire. Barbarian Ring is going to ping them. Yeah, Jackal Pup is fine. I think I'm okay with all of this. Untapped island, that's beautiful. Pyroblast, huh? I think I'm just gonna daze that. Goodbye, Pyroblast. And that's a concession. Yeah, they kind of just kept a 1-lander with a bunch of Mog Fanatics, and I ran that over because I drew lands this time. Oh boy, let's go ahead and move on to match 3 here, yeah? No additional sideboarding, it's perfect. Didn't even show them my sideboard cards. I mean, this has everything that I could possibly want except for lands. If I was guaranteed to be drawing like 4 running lands in a row, I'd probably keep this, but as is, I cannot. I will unfortunately keep this. I'm going to bottom one of the lands. Pass turn, just like that. No turn 1 play. Finally get to see a Forsaken City. Yeah, they're just bolting me in the end step here. That's not that big of a deal. Seems like their hand is all burn and nothing else. That's a 2-mana Incinerate. I think I'm going to let that go. I could Arcane Denial it, possibly burn them out a little bit more with the Black Vise trigger. I think that's getting a little too cute, especially since they could have just untapped and put a Sulfuric Vortex into play. Wow, they're just kind of burning me out with all of their random burn spells. I will denial this. All right, I get to cantrip off that. Still no stasis. And I did just give my burn opponent 2 fresh cards. I don't think I want to deal with this Mog Fanatic. I think I'm just going to counter it. Oh, thank goodness it's stasis. So I can put stasis into play and I can back it up with Hydroblast, Chain, and Thwart. I'm not particularly afraid of a Wasteland, so I am just going to do this off the islands. Yeah, I figured they were holding that open. Gonna counter your Pyroblast with a Hydroblast, and that just took. Okay, I have an Arcane Denial. I don't think I'm really in a position to use it, so I think I am unfortunately gonna have to pitch it. Another Forsaken City. I'm just gonna keep that as city food. The hero's got a whole lot of untapped mountains. I don't like that. Sulfuric Vortex. I think I am going to attempt to bounce this or counter this. Okay, and that did just work. And even though we are kind of in a stasis lock and I've got the Black Vise in play, I do not feel particularly comfortable right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that go. Black Vise number 1 is down. Impulse can go, gonna go ahead and pay here. And if I had a Counterspell, it would be open right now. Okay, now I do actually have a Counterspell open. So I'm gonna pitch Impulse, pay for Stasis, and just hold open my Counterspell. Really looking for a Gush right now. Oh hey, I found Gush. I wonder how often that happens. Seems like it happens fairly often. You want to Pyroblast my Stasis now. I will attempt to just Counterspell that. Okay, and that just worked. I have an island in play in case they try to Pyroblast again. And that's Thwart. That's lovely. I will eventually find another Black Vise. I think I am doing okay. Yeah, there's another Black Vise. I am going to Gush now. Ooh, and I found a Chill. I'm really interested in getting that Chill down. I could just do it right now. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to be patient. All right, they have fetching right now, so I am going to use this opportunity to chain my Stasis, and I'm not going to sacrifice a land. Just a Mog Fanatic? Yeah, that's fine. That's Fire Blast. That puts me at an effective 5. That puts me at an effective 3. 3's not 0. Okay, gonna get my nice untap in. Well... No, I'm not going to untap the Forsaken City. I have plenty of mana. Famous last words. All right, so Chill in play first. Now Stasis. And now also Black Vise. And that's a concession. Ooh, that Chill was really nice. I really liked that. It's a shame about that first game, though. I just didn't really find what I needed in time, unfortunately. Whatever, I'll go ahead and take the win. I'm learning how to pick my battles, and that's something to celebrate, I suppose. Let's go ahead and wrap up the league, yeah? So that's another league with Stasis wrapped up here. I think that adding in the Portents was a net benefit for the deck. And honestly, I think I might want a third one. I'm looking over the history for the matches that I had, and a lot of my losses are because I simply just didn't find Stasis. So I think that making the deck a little more consistent is actually going to help, because the deck really does just need Stasis. And Portent is one of the best ways outside of Impulse that you can use to find it. I think I want Portent number 3. I'm not exactly sure what I would be cutting for it. Cephalid Coliseum continues to just be mediocre to disappointing. I understand that it's good tech in certain situations, but honestly, I think it's just too steep of a cost. Taking damage off of the land just doesn't... I don't like it. If I'm going to be running mono blue, I think I just want island number 19. I could even see going up to 20 islands and 4 Forsaken Cities. I could see going up to 20 islands and 3 Forsaken Cities. But I think Cephalid Coliseum is just not worth it. I think I'm liking this build on the whole, though. And I think that Thursday's innovation with this Wall of Tears is interesting, to say the least. Time will tell if it actually has a home in the deck. But you know, it doesn't do nothing. And I do kind of like it. It's kind of growing on me. But on the whole, yeah, I think this is a pretty solid mono blue Stasis deck. I tuned it to meet my own needs and my own desires as a Stasis player. You go ahead and tune this list to meet your needs as well. Everyone plays Stasis differently, and that should be reflected in your deck list, I think.
This program is made possible by generous funding from these sponsors, and also by your view, like, and comment, the support of my wife and son, and by contributions to Fate Seal Magic from viewers like you. Thank you.